3, 2, 1. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Hi, my name is Cynthia Hill. I'm 48 years old and I was born blind. I was born with a condition called progressive myopia. For 44 years, it was progressive myopia, which developed into high myopia within the last 4 years. And then the high myopia turned into glaucoma. For 44 years, I functioned as high partial, but now the glaucoma has left me completely blind in my left eye and severely limited in my right eye, where everything is. I have just gross movement and light perception, and I have no visual field on this side. I think I was, I had worn glasses for 44 years, and then approximately 4 years ago, I stopped wearing them because they stopped helping. They don't help, and I'm not going to go back to wearing glasses. As you probably may have noticed, I'm also wearing cochlear implants. With my cochlear implants, without my cochlear implants, I'm completely deaf. I hear nothing. But with my cochlear implants, I have a 92%, I hear in the 92nd percentile, which is almost normal. But I still have to ask people to repeat things. I still have challenges when there's noisy atmosphere, and excuse the airplane noise. And I still have some challenges with noisy intersections. Currently, I live in a 24 by 60 something mobile home, which you see behind me. Patty, you can pan off and pan back to me. My mother and I live here together, and my mom and I both receive Social Security, so there's no worry about financials and taking care of the dog. We can get the dog food and toys and medical care. And I wanted to let the school know that I already have a vet, and that I'm an established client, and the dog, once I get it, will become a patient of Sun City Animal Clinic. Concerning where the dog will go to relief, out back, you can't see it from here, but out back I have an approximately 24 by 12 yard, which is hard packed dirt, and which is fenced also, and the dog will be able to relieve itself there, and I'll pick it up every day. Of course I will. And I guess we're gonna go now to what I want in a dog. Sorry that this doesn't seem so long. I've had 2 dogs from Guide Dogs of the Desert. My first dog, Lila, was an English Lab, and she was the perfect working dog. She was extremely work focused. You could pet her, but then she'd refocus immediately. And she was so focused on me, she could read my movements and read what I was telling her. And I never had any trouble with her, either in training or in the 10 or so years that I had her that she worked. Macduff, my second guide dog, was an American Lab, and he was a good worker, but he was kind of goofy, like Labs are. Labs, he was people oriented, to where I had a hard time refocusing him on his work. And also, Mac was of the genotype for PRA, which is progressive retinal atrophy, I'm sure you know. And I knew that within some period of time that he would go blind himself. It was known when he was issued to me that he was of the genotype, but because I was a high partial, I think the school issued him to me because they knew that I would not depend on him as much as somebody who has my vision now. Concerning what I would like in a dog, if there was some way to meld Lila and Mac, Lila's work focus with Mac's goofiness, not people focused, but Mac's lab goofiness, and put them together in a dog, that would be the perfect dog. I like bigger labs, so that's why I'm requesting a male or a tall female, but it's up to the school, of course. I think I'd like to go with breeds that are in this order: yellow labs, black labs, mixes of yellow and black, golden retrievers, poodles, and then German shepherds. I do not have allergies other than seasonal, but I would not turn down a poodle. Let's see, thinking. Currently, I'm a homemaker. Well, wait a minute, excuse, that's my take on the dog. Currently, I'm a homemaker, and I'm studying Braille. But once I learn enough Braille, I want to go back to school and earn my degree. Right now, I don't know enough Braille or assistive technology to be able to go back to school. But I'd like to go back to school and get my degree. And I'd like to either study audiology or something similar in the field. I guess now I talk about routes. My routes are varied from day to day on what I do. I haven't done a lot of routes this week, but I either go from my house to retail stores that are north of me, which is Family Dollar, CVS, there's Walgreens to the west of me. And the challenges with those is sometimes the intersection, when it's super noisy, I don't hear as well as I should. So I would probably just stand and wait it out till I heard it was quieter for me to hear the traffic surges. Think. Routes. That's right. I do walk around the park, and I have since receiving O&M around the park for exercise. The route that I will be taking, I cannot take fully right now because our clubhouse is being worked on, but that's from my house to the trash can, because usually I've got trash to go out, and then to the clubhouse or out the front gate, like if I'm going to go to a retail outlet or go outside and wait for an Uber. I think that's about it. Patty, are you about ready to take a walk?
Yep, ready
Okay.
when you are.
Okay, let's go take a walk. I'll let you get in spot and get in.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out to the road here,
Are you ready?
and I'm gonna turn around, and I'm ready.
All right. normally I either go out this gate to go to retail stores or to go outside and wait for the Uber.
What do you think may have happened?
I need some assistance, please.
Okay, are we going to start over?
No, we're going to let it go as it is.
Okay, so what happened is you veered over toward the left, which means that you're going to need to turn right to get back to the side of the street you meant to be on.
Okay. And you can go back to your spot.
So you have basically crossed to the side of the street where your house is. You kept going to the left instead of going right just now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, your house is down that way. You're back on the side of the street where your house is instead of the opposite side.
Oh. I veered. Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, I was going to go to the clubhouse.
What's that?
I'm lost again.
I think we should start over. I think we should, let me just cut it off.
Let me know when you start.
All right, go ahead.
Hi, guide dogs. I had a little flub, and I had to pause it and get restarted, get resituated. I'm sorry for that. So we're gonna start from a point where I go to the clubhouse. There's still construction in the clubhouse, so I'm not gonna be able to go fully into the clubhouse, but I will go down to the pool gate and back, and then I'll take you on the rest of my route. Ready, Patty?
Yep. Okay, very good.
And stop.
Yep, well, a quick note from the videographer. The sun is shining quite brightly on the screen. So while I did my best to keep everything focused on her, there may be a very short,
On screen.
hold on, there may be very short times when she goes out of the screen and then back in because of the way the sun is shining. So just a little
As you
comment. Hold on.